The right of redressal. How can the consumer, where should the consumer go when some injustice happened to him? Let us see an example. Prakash, a father who want to send money to his daughter, who went to a post office, registered a money order and paid 4,000 rupees to get her payment to the daughter. But after a day, when he calls up to the daughter and finds out that the daughter did not receive any payment, she was astonished when the father said that he has already paid the amount to the post office. Then when father approached the next day to the post office to find out an explanation of why his money has not reached to the daughter, the post office employees did not respond properly. Worried and upset father was searching for the consumer forum. Finally, he went to the district consumer forum office and made an appeal to the officer in charge. The officer in charge guided him how to fill the application, what are the details that are necessary for him, what are the documents that are need to be filed. He filed them and he submitted the report, and within a spot of 1 hour, the court checked the reports, checked the documents, and finally the court gave the verdict that the post office have to return the back money with extra compensation amount. So any consumer, if he is consuming something, he will definitely have the right of redressal. In case if he is not able to get his right approved, he can approach to the courts. As per the Copra Act of 1986, for the redressal of the rights, they have set up 3 quasi-functional levels or 3-tier level. One is local, state, national. We have 3 levels to get our redressals assured. If the issue is dealing from rupees 1 to 20 lakhs, you can approach to the local consumer forum office or the district consumer forum office. If the amount is more than 20 to 1 crore, then you can approach to the state consumer forum office. If the amount is more than 1 crore, you can approach to the national consumer forum office. So basing on the amount of what you are claiming of the loss amount, definitely you can approach to the nearby office in the local or in the state or at the national level, and the rights of the consumers will definitely be upheld. In almost all the cases, the consumers are given the benefit of doubt, because the losers are the consumers. The people those who have suffered are the consumers. The people those who lose their valuable time, valuable property, valuable assets are consumers. So courts always give judgment in the favor of the consumers, not in the favor of the large companies. So that has to be remembered, and so people always have the right to redressal. That too by Copra Act of 1986. This has been made ensured that all the people will be benefited with this act. Well informing the consumers. After the Copra Act has come into force, the government has decided to use the television channels to communicate the information to the wide number of people using the mass media. Now, after the Copra Act has been brought into effect, the mass communications are being used widely to create awareness for the people, to inform to the consumers that we need to be alert, we need to use certain logos, we need to have certain idea about the products. That's why whenever you look at the television advertisements, you generally get an advertisement called Jago Grahak Jago. Jago Grahak Jago is to make the consumer to enlighten that these are the services that you can utilize. These are the rights that you have. You have a right to question. You have a right to get informed. You have a right to have a choice. You have a right to choose. All these things are the rights which are given by the government to you, given by the laws to you. And then the government also started to maintain some certificates and logos to ensure that these particular companies are maintaining the quality standards. Certain qualities are maintained by certain companies so that the logos like ISI certification and the egg mark certification are being issued. When these certificates are being issued to a particular product, that means that in that particular company certain standards which are assuring the quality are being maintained. So all these things are in order to bring focus light towards the consumers that the quality products are bearing the ISI mark or the egg mark, which is guaranteeing some amount of quality for the consumer. So this awareness has to reach to the millions of people in India. Then only the Indian people can get awareness about the consumer rights and the quality products. Now moving on to take over the topic of how the COPRA Act has to spread to every corner of India. We all know that in India there are many laws, but still many people do not know what are their rights. Even today many people don't know that there is right to equality. Even in many villages in India, people are facing the untouchability, the discrimination, inequality feelings. But right to equality has been ensured by the Constitution of India since its inception from 1950. We are in 2015, but still today we don't have people who know what are their actual rights and what are their actual duties. It's not the mistake of the people. It is the mistake of the government which is not able to make it familiar to the people that these are their rights. It is not only the mistake of any particular section of people. It is a mistake on our own part also that not able to know what are our rights. In the similar way, the COPRA Act which came in 1986, the day when it came into inception, that is on 24th December, has observed as National Consumer Day from 1986. This day is used to create awareness to the people on that particular day that consumers can approach to the courts if they are facing anything redressal. India is one of the 100 countries where you have courts to address the consumers' redressals every day. And that too we have at 3 levels: local level, state level and the national level. Local level to the issues up to 20 lakhs, national level about 20 to 1 crore, state level was above 20 to 1 crore, national level from 1 crore and above. So it was a quasi-federal structure which has been set up only to address the issues of people's redressals, especially the consumer redressals. But still, the court's procedure was being lengthy. Most of the times, you need to hire a lawyer who need to look after all the proceedings, who need to consume all the documents to be filling, which is a time-consuming product, and you need to attend the courts regularly for its proceedings, and all these things are being the negative part of the COPRA Act. But still, you are assured that your dissatisfaction will be addressed, your grievance will be brought into redressal. And now, it's not only the responsibility of the government to bring awareness to the people.